Hello and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, my book which highlights all of my strategies on how I've been able to obtain a 30 to 40% ROI across multiple sports leagues, season after season. My whole strategy is in here, plus there's some great questions. It's really like a workbook so that you can learn how to do the same and achieve these high ROIs in sports betting. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hello Sharp, welcome in. This is a live show and there are so many games today, so I just want to remind everyone, feel free to jump in the chat with any games that you would like me to break down and analyze live on air for you, and I'm happy to do so. Good morning, David. Welcome in. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. I hope you guys are all having a nice, relaxing morning, waking up on the right side of the bed, as the saying goes, and let's have a very productive winning day. So to do that, I am going to get my mind right with I still have my Monster Bong out from Halloween, but that's okay. It's still November 3rd. Today I am smoking some Blue Dream. This is a sativa dominant hybrid. It has a very berry, fruity flavor and aroma to it. And really this is great if you have, like some pain. It's really therapeutic for that, but it also is great for giving you some energy while having a relaxing body sensation. Its parents are blueberry and haze. So haze has the uplifting mental effects, and then blueberry has like the earthy, sweet undertones. So that's what you taste here in Blue Dream. And plus, this is great for stress management as well. Hey there, Craig. It's so nice seeing you. Oh, cool. You were on the early show when I was giving out all of my props. That was a lot of fun. Wake Up with TSS Fantasy. I was featured on the show bright and early this morning, and make sure to go check it out when you get a chance. It is on YouTube under Fantasy Podcast, Fantasy Sports Corporation Network, and yeah, go check it out. It was a fun show. Wake Up with TSS Fantasy. We were live at 8 a.m. and bright and early, getting in all of our plays. So thanks for joining me there, and thanks for then coming and joining me in Sports Betting Illuminated. Let's get our minds right. I think I need to reload some cannabis here. Blue Dream all day. Okay, so I have my Blue Dream that I'm smoking here. This just hits really nicely, definitely. This is the same Blue Dream, and I want to show you guys. This is the label that my company made for the Wailers, the iconic reggae band since the 70s. This is the Wailers Blue Dream, and it says light up like a legend. It's just relaxing. It takes you to the beaches of Jamaica, and it just gives you like that nice like island feel to it. So that's why like we decided to design it like this for the whalers. And also just to show all of you, I am smoking some Blue Dream sugar rosin. So this is called like concentrate. People call this like wax. Then you could get more specific on like what type of wax or concentrate it is, and this is like a sugar rosin kind, so it has like all the terpenes in it. It's a sugar, so that means it kind of looks like sugar, as you can see in here. I'm just opening this up for the first time. It's kind of crystally, but it's almost in my opinion, because it's a rosin, it's also like thick as well, so it has all the terpenes and cannabinoids in it to really give you like a full spectrum entourage kind of experience. So I'm gonna take my little dab pen and enjoy Blue Dream in multiple ways. That's what I'm all about, enjoying cannabis in so many ways. Hello. Hello, Mendoza Griffith. Welcome in. It's so nice to see you here. Thanks for coming to my stream. So right now I'm going to enjoy some of this. Let's go. So nice. I hope you are having a wonderful morning, Mendoza Griffith. Welcome to the stream. It's so nice to see you here. So nice to see all of you here. Thanks for waking up early and joining me this morning. We've had a very good week since the last live stream. Well, I mean, not a whole week. It was Thursday. You know, of course, there's been like a loss here or there, but currently within the past week and a half, I've had an 80% win rate across all of these sports bets. So I want to keep this good luck going and keep the good vibes rolling today. And that's like really awesome. I don't know anyone else in industry who's really even hitting above 70, have a 70% win rate right now. Hey Derek, welcome. Thanks for stopping in this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday and a really relaxing morning. So I want to just keep the vibes high because I feel like we're going to do a lot of winning today, and this has been a successful week so far. So let's keep it going. Let's dive right in to the Cowboys-Falcons game. This is at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern today. And right now, I would say the one play that I'm looking at in particular on this game is I am looking at the over. This total opened up at 48.5, and since then it's just been continuing to move out. It went to 52, bounced back a little bit to 51.5, and then moved back to 52. There's still level 1 pro money on the over right now. So I love to see Vegas and the pros moving in the same direction here. Plus, staying in this game, I do have a prop here that I like. I am taking the Cowboys quarterback, Dak Prescott, to go over 267.5 passing yards at -110. Cowboys will pass twice as much as they run this week, and I think that Prescott is easily going to flirt with 300 yards. So if you want to ladder this one out, this is a play I would highly suggest laddering out to get some nice plus money here. Of course, you could take the over 267.5 passing yards at -110, but 300 yards? What do you guys think? Write in the chat what you think about that. Do you think 300 yards is possible? I think so. I think this is a play you could ladder out, especially if you're an action player. You know, I feel like the -110 is of course a little safer, you know, a little more guaranteed, but it doesn't hurt to ladder this out, have a little bit of an action play on this, and Yeah, I like it. So there you have it, everyone. I have my first pick and my first prop. You like the over 300 for Dak. Okay, I like it. I like when you guys agree with me in the chat. We have some true handicapping professionals here in this chat, so I love hearing you guys' feedback. You guys are awesome. Now we have a 2-minute drill coming up. Who's excited? Let's get started. All signals on Thursday Night Football said bet the Jets. The Jets went far beyond my parameters for every metric to bet, and I just couldn't pull the trigger, and I stood by and watched them win by 7. And I'm having a hard time getting by this because there's a lesson here to be learned. This lesson has to do with something the sportsbooks really don't want you to know, and it goes way beyond just setting the lines. You see, sportsbooks don't just aim to balance money on both sides of a bet. They actually take a stand on certain games or outcomes. Let me break it down. When they're confident about a particular side winning, they'll adjust the line to encourage bets on the opposite side. Why? Because they're aiming for more than just collecting the vig or commission. They're aiming for a big win against the public. Imagine you're betting on a major game and suddenly the line shifts dramatically. Most bettors think it's a reaction to injury news or heavy money flow, but here's the truth. Sometimes it's just the sportsbook tipping their hand. They're strategically positioning the line to drive bettors one way while holding their ground on what they really believe will happen. So how do you read between the lines? Look closely at how sportsbooks react to big bets or public trends. When they're holding firm despite heavy betting action on one side, as all the money was being bet on the Texans, they were taking a stand. And when you spot these moments, you're no longer just playing against the sportsbook. You're learning how to play with them. This is the difference between an average bettor and someone who's truly in sync with the house's strategy. And trust me, once you start thinking like this, you're no longer placing bets. You're playing the game on a whole new level with the house. I hope you guys all enjoyed that 2-minute drill video. Welcome in, Spencer. Thanks for joining me. Hitting my THCA pen right now. Pretty nice. I've been talking about that in a morning email, but as you guys know, in this morning email, I cannot get off this Jets game, and I've been talking about it for a few days now. Also, a big shout out to everyone who has subscribed to my free daily emails over at arielcalista.com just by clicking on the stay in touch button. A big shout out to everyone who has subscribed and told their friends about it, and has gotten their friends to join the emails. Thank you so much. But the reason I can't get off this Jets game, and I keep talking about it in the morning emails, because there is such a big lesson to be learned there. I clearly was not listening to my own advice in that scenario, and I listened to the noise instead of looking at what Vegas was doing, and that was such a big move on the Jets. All indications, if I just canceled out the noise, were there saying bet the Jets. So I think that's an important lesson for all of us. Don't get caught up in the noise. Stick to your strategy that works, and playing with the house always works for me. It always has, it always will work. That's right, Super James. If you're not getting a free email, why not? Let's do some winning today. So yeah, there you go. I passed on that game that all signs, if I stuck to my own strategy, would have said, bet this game. I didn't listen to my own strategy because I was busy listening to the noise, and this could happen to any handicapper. This happens to even professional handicappers. This happens to everyone. But to truly be a professional, you have to stick with your tried and true strategy, because that's what's important. And playing with the house, that's the only way to really, truly win from what I've seen, and obtain the ROIs that I've been able to obtain, because I haven't seen other handicappers out there obtaining such high ROIs. 10% is amazing. That puts you in a professional league, but 30%, last year's NFL ROI of 47%, you just don't see that out there in the real world too often. And playing with the house and actually sticking to the house's signals and listening to what they're telling you is so important. And cancel out the noise, because they do know. That's why they have the computer simulations. That's why they've invested millions, if not billions of dollars into their computer technology programs and into teams of people that are finding the important factors and sorting it out in the deep learning models and the machine learning models, and all of it is so important, and they're doing that. And if you stick to the strategy of playing with the house, then as long as the house keeps getting better and improving their numbers and improving their forecasts, you're going to be improving with them as well. So it's basically like guaranteed to win, almost. They don't always win. They don't get me wrong. You win about 70% of the bets. The house is right about 70% of the time, but still, playing with them, simple game theory. You're creating a win-win situation instead of a zero-sum game. The anti-Aaron drama for me. Yeah, I think that was it. I was getting too caught up in the noise. It's as simple as that. I wasn't listening to my own strategy, and I think it just highlights for all people out there who are, getting into handicapping, that even as a professional, you could still fall into like common biases and traps. So you always have to be vigilant of them, no matter how long you've been doing it, or no matter how much time you put into it. You always have to stick to your strategy and be careful of biases. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your kind words and feedback. So I hope that was a big lesson. It was a big lesson for me. So I hope you guys all take it into your next bets and your next strategies and use it kind of as a teaching tool. Now, it's time to dive into this Broncos-Ravens game. This is also a 1 p.m. game, and I am looking at the total here. This opened up at 43.5 and quickly moved up to 45.5. And that's when I grabbed it. There was level 5 money also pushing it out. Vegas was moving with the money here. Then I watched this move even further to 46. There was level 4 money when it moved out to 46. I bet it at 45.5. Now the money is starting to disappear. There's only level 1 money now on the over, but I still like it. I like the over here in this Broncos-Ravens game. Also, I'll dive right into that. I actually have a prop right here in this game. I like Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson, to go over 46.5 rushing yards at -110. This game is going to have a run-heavy script, and I think the 12 attempts by Jackson should get this done. You might want to ladder this prop out a little bit, but I do like the over 46.5 rushing yards at -110 for Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I like this a lot. Plus you have Derrick Henry in this game. He is the best running back. This is going to be a run-heavy game. So watching this, yeah, this does look like it's going to go over. This looks like a prop that you might want to ladder. All right, so you like a cane a little bit. All right, I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna dive into some of these props a little bit later, Craig, and like really give you a full analysis in my email. So like, I'll do that, but now it is time for the cannabis Corner. Let's go. Recently I was asked, what's the most important thing a person should learn about cannabis? I would say the most important lesson in understanding cannabis is how cannabis interacts with the body's endocannabinoid system. This foundational knowledge empowers people to make informed decisions about its effects on your mood, on pain, sleep, and improving your overall well-being. Cannabis is more than cannabinoids like THC and CBD. It's about the balance these compounds create and their interaction with other plant molecules such as terpenes to provide specific therapeutic benefits. For those using cannabis medicinally, this importance highlights the understanding of dosage, method of use, and cannabinoid ratios, which can dramatically affect outcomes. Rather than seeing cannabis as a one-size-fits-all remedy, people learn to approach it as a personalized tool that works best when tailored to their unique biochemistry. Knowing this reduces misinformation, it prevents misuse, and supports individuals in experiencing the full and safe potential of cannabis. By understanding both the plant and their own bodies, people can use cannabis more effectively and responsibly. I am always here as a one-on-one resource for anyone wanting to tailor a cannabis program directly to them. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. I hope you guys all enjoyed that, and like I said, feel free to reach out to me anytime at arielcalista.com. I have so many contact boxes on there, my free daily emails you could always reply to, and I try to answer back as soon as possible. So, you could always write back to any of the emails with any questions that you have, anything you want to just learn more about. I'm always writing back, and it's always me answering, so you'll have the information straight from the source. Okay, now Craig, I did want to get back to you, and I was looking at my AI models during cannabis video, and they just don't really have any leans on those players right now, so I personally just don't really have an opinion here, but that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to not have an opinion on things, that's for sure. Alrighty, now let's dive into the next game. Hey Super Fro, welcome in. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are all loving the daily emails. They go out every day, they're free, and they're full of great information. So of course, please tell a friend and yeah, spread the good word. Let's all win together. Now, another 1 p.m. game, the Chargers versus the Browns. This hasn't developed into a full level of play yet, but this is my favorite lean right now. My favorite lean is the over in this game. It opened up at 39.5, moved out to 42.5 on level 2 money. Then there's level 1 money here. I would say this is my favorite lean right now because I like this over. I like how Vegas is moving this line. But still, this is something I would say watch a little bit more, see how this develops. Like I said, this is a lean, but this is still my favorite lean. Don't get me wrong, it's still my favorite lean. You're so funny, Super Pro. I could do that. Maybe I'll do a video of some of my fun yoga poses for you guys. I know I haven't done anything in a while, but I've been working on some things. I have. My links are pretty good, thank you. Wow, 80%. That's, I haven't, wow. You guys are funny. Well, lots of good leans around here. That's all I could say. Lots of good leans all over the place. Now, I want to stay in this game and give you guys some more props that I'm looking at. First, I'm looking at Jameis Winston to go over 10.5 rushing yards. This prop is sitting at plus 145. Thank you, Super James. That was so much fun. I love dressing up. Now, I think with this prop, a big plus money play here, I think this is going to be a pretty easy prop to hit. There's going to be lots of snaps with the Browns shaky line, so this means there's going to be lots of broken plays. So this is really going to be a scramble heavy game, and he's going to be scrambling a lot. So I think over 10.5 rushing yards at plus 145 is a nice plus money play, a really nice plus money play, and definitely like very winnable. Oops, sorry guys, mom calling. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Okay, now let me get into my last prop of the day. Oh yeah, I think this game might generate a lot of good props here. A lot of good over props. Definitely. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking the vibes here. I've kind of simplified things down a little bit for fall because, you know, I'm gonna decorate like crazy for December. I'm totally like into a holiday decoration all over the place. Now, my last prop of the day, or okay, I guess this is actually like, you guys are gonna like this, 2 props. I'm glad you're liking the plays so far. I think we're gonna have a lot of wins today. This one AI has pulled as the play of the day, like my best bet pick of the week. So I love seeing that this AI model has pulled this. I am taking Browns Nick Chubb to go over 1.5 receptions at plus 120 and over 13.5 rushing attempts at minus 105. There you have it. This is my AI model's best, well, 2 best bets. It's my AI's model's 2 best bets. So this is exciting, having my AI model land on this. Okay, I know you're saying I'm saying Rams, definitely. It was looking more like a lean to me, but it looks like it could be developing. So let me just check on some current numbers and let you know where it's sitting at right now. Let's see. Refreshing my numbers. I think it's always important to have like the most recent numbers to really get like a good look at everything that's going on. And of course, if anyone has any plays that they would like to put in the chat or anything, feel free to mention it. Okay. It's currently sitting at minus 110. Still pretty mixed on the money. Still pretty mixed money here. Interesting. Ooh, a lot of spots have already moved this money line to minus 130. That is interesting. It was minus 125 earlier. I've seen this just slowly move out from minus, well, it opened up actually at plus 105. Then it moved to minus 120, then minus 125. Now it's sitting at minus 130. So this is moving out a lot. I like to see how this is moving, especially because it's moving on a lot of mixed money. So that's pretty interesting. It does look like a majority of the money is showing up on the Rams right now, but Vegas is moving us out pretty hard. And that's what I'm thinking, yeah. So you might want to take Rams -1.5 at -110 right now. Ooh, some spots have already moved it to -2, -110. I see that in a lot of like local spots. So it looks like this is moving up. I wouldn't be surprised to see it move to -2. This is moving. So keep your eye on this. This is another lane for me. So I'm not saying you should bet all of my lanes, but my lanes do pretty good. You know, maybe do like a little bit of an action play on the lane here. But this does look like it's moving. I like how it's moving. I like how the numbers are moving, even though the money isn't really there. So I'm just going to go over all of my picks and my props for today, just to cover them, break them down with you. If you have any questions on any games that you would like me to break down and analyze live on air, of course, feel free to throw them in the chat. App recommendations or places to try these plays out. You know, I always say like line shopping is so important. Like I would check around and look at different spots, you know, really see like, am I getting offered, you know, like +125 here versus, you know, even money in another spot. Like really do a little bit of line shopping and shop around. And it's hard to know because every state has like different regulations and different books. So yeah, it really changes. It's not like the same across the country. All right, so starting from the top here, but before I get started, let's just take one more cannabis hit and get our minds right to win some of these wagers today. I have my red lighter here, all in red. I have my little mushroom grove growing over here, and I hope you guys are liking my kind of minimalist like fall decor. It's kind of cute. Ooh, definitely getting my mind right. You guys will see some cute like fall celery pictures coming out really soon. I have some fall decor, some fall celery things. You guys will love it. Thank you so much. Mendoza Griffin, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by the stream. Okay, now running down all of my plays, I'm taking the over in the Cowboys-Falcons game. Then I'm taking Dak Prescott to go over 267.5 passing yards at -110. But of course, I said you could ladder this out to 300 passing yards. Maybe that might be a fun action play. Plus, you'll get some big plus money on that. Thank you. Okay, then in the Broncos-Ravens game, I am taking the over 45.5. It's already moved to 46.5. So do a little bit of line shopping here, but I still like the over. Also taking Lamar Jackson over 46.5 rushing yards at -110. Then I am taking the over. This was my favorite lean, by the way, is the over in this Chargers-Browns game. It's currently sitting at 42.5, and there is level 1 money on it. So I like this over. It is a lean, so I want to see it develop just a little bit more, but I like how it's going so far. I'm also taking Jameis Winston to go over 10.5 rushing yards at +145, and Nick Chubb to go over 1.5 receptions at +120. This was the AI pick of the week, and the other AI pick of the week was Nick Chubb to go over 13.5 rushing attempts at -105. And then of course, as you know, this money line is kind of a lean right now, but I am liking this Rams money line and how it's moving out. And So that's another lean. So I have a few leans for you guys, a few plays, a really nice mixture, and a lot of props for you today. So this is going to be a super fun day. I'm wishing you all the best of luck today. Thanks for writing it all down. I'm sorry I don't have it up on the screen so you could take a screenshot. If you guys like that feature, I'll definitely keep doing that, adding it to the screen. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed this today, and I will be back on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern before the games to give you another Sports Betting Illuminated live stream. And by the way, everyone, my book, Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit, is out and on bookshelves right now. It's in bookstores across the country, so you could get it on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, Kodobo, pretty much everywhere, but you could also buy your signed copy directly from me. So you could order that at my store at arielcalista.com, and sign up for my free daily emails where I give you all of your line information, analysis, my picks of the day, pictures of me every day, and so much more, all for free just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button at arielcalista.com. Thank you so much for loving the picks. I hope you guys had a great Sunday morning and have a wonderfully winning day. I will see you all Thursday. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Bye, everyone.